Hey guys, I'm Vincent. Today we're going to play Orelight, a game by Geek Beach. It is a game which is sitting a bit between Diablo and maybe Don't Starve, so there is survival elements. You can build stuff and all, but you are going to fight in a very hack and slash way. So it's a game which has a very nice art style. I really like the way they deal with that. We have this little guy here. We can fight enemies. There is a lot of things around. We are underground obviously, and there is resource to harvest and stuff like that. And as you can see, it's really pretty, so you can just harvest stuff like these. But I need to warn you before we go further, this is a game which is on early access, so it's not really a game we can criticize right now because it's very far from being complete. I'm going to just maybe hide in there while I'm speaking, just I don't want to be... I could just maybe fight a bit with these guys. Yeah, maybe it could be a good thing. So as I was saying, if you aim to buy the game, to just play a lot like if it was, you know, a game which is ready to be played, it would probably be a mistake. I feel like it's a much better idea to buy the game to support the dev, but maybe just follow the game, because you're going to be able to play a bit, but it's a game which is really early in its dev, so it will need to evolve a bit more before it's really enjoyable, because you are going to go around the game very quickly at this state right now, and I don't want people to be disappointed. It's just a game which has a very good concept. It's going to mix two games which are just very good, and it's got a very good art and all, and it's just it would be a shame just to criticize it right now. I'm just expanding a bit too much, but it needed to be said. So let's go around a bit. I'm going to show you how we build, how we fight, and maybe you want to know how far I'm in the game right now. I'm not really far. I've got maybe 2 hours of gameplay here behind me, and I've got a little armor, I've got a little sword here, a helmet here, and my inventory is pretty much full. So as you can see, you can just equip a few things here. You've got a shortcut bar, we've got a lot of equipment here, and on the left here is the crafting panel, so you can just craft a bunch of things, and I'm going to show you a bit more a bit later. I'm going to begin with maybe the basics. We're going to go with a bit of fighting, and the fighting is very easy. You just need to click and all, and I'm going to show maybe also the ranged attack. So let's just go and fight a bit more. And these things here are potatoes, and if you want to survive, it's a good idea to harvest these. Okay, let's go, because the hunger bar is just going down fast enough. So let's just see, what are we going to find here? I need to find a few more fights. Oh, plenty of potatoes. I'm going to let these things just stay here. Okay, just a little bit of fight. Come on, guys. I did not mention it, but the game is meant to be played multiplayer. So we are playing on a server right now. Oh, nice. These guys are just tougher than the other one. So as you can see, there is a little life bar which is just around the enemy, and it's going to indicate you. Okay. Oh, well, they are. And I'm going to maybe switch to the bow to show you a bit more how the rendered fight works. It's not a really good bow, but it's going to be good enough. Where are they? Do we have anybody? It's very simple. It's you just click and aim, and the arrows are pretty slow for now, but the next update is going to make them just fly a lot faster, and it's going to be a lot harder to avoid arrows from enemies. So let's see. Do we have an enemy around? Seems not. Oh, a few bats. Should be good enough. I'm sorry if there is a bit of heavy clicking behind. So sad. It's unfortunate, but my mouse is just making a bit of noise here. And games hack and slash are just very demanding in terms of clicking. So we're going to go back. I want to just go back to the little area I was. If you go far enough, because when you begin, you are going to begin maybe in some kind of center of the server. You will have a little NPC friend which is going to protect you a bit. And I think there are turrets as well now. And as these servers, you know, well, everybody's going to begin at the same point, so all the resources are just, you know, vanished. So you'll need to go a lot further, and maybe you'll find dungeon, maybe you'll find different kind of resource, different kind of enemies. Okay, let's just build something. I'm going to expand this area. I'm going to maybe harvest a few of these. See, for now the harvesting is pretty basic. You just right click on these things and they are going to disappear in a certain amount of time. So it's probably going to change. It looked like a placeholder. We are just absorbing these rocks. And maybe I'm just going to make another room. It's too little, there is not so much room. So I'm going to use this little blocks. You see, it's very easy. I just use my shortcut to use my little blocks here. I've got these for some time already, ready to be built, and you are going to make walls like these. You just need to be close enough to be able to handle that. So let's just do that this way. I've got a few. I don't want to make something too big. Maybe if I want to be able to close it, I'm going to keep a space for the door, even if it was not really intentional here. And let's keep going. I can just add a bit more here, and we're going to make just a little base. Oh, I'm too far. Too far again. Yes, I was. Let's just keep going and close it here. And we're going to craft a door or two to make this thing a bit more safe. So let's see. Crafting is pretty easy. You just need to gather the right materials, and then you will just click on this thing. It's going to appear in your inventory. I've got not so much room, so I'm going to begin with this one, and I'm going to put it instead of the coal, which is not really useful here. And we've got these little doors, which are pretty, and you can just, you know, use them. And we'll need another one, of course. And it's pretty straightforward the way it works. We've got a certain number of... I need to cook my meat. Let's just do that. Let's see. I was not going in the right direction, so... Okay, and with 5 I'm going to be able to use these to replenish my hunger bar. And I could just eat a few more potatoes as well. So now that I am done, I'm going to use a few props I've been finding in dungeon. I could just craft these, but as I've got these already, it's just better to use this. So let's just add a few bookshelves. And I'm going to add these ones, where to? Maybe on this side. These are a bit bigger than I expect, and I really don't know how to rotate stuff. So I'm not sure I will be able to deal with that. Nope, this is the map. Let's try again. That's not... okay, so I'm not able to rotate this, but you understand the thing. I'm just going to place these in a place I don't need to rotate them. So let's just ask... let's just add another one here. I could add more things. I've got plenty of things in my inventory here. I've got tables. I think I made a little a room which is a bit too little. I could add kegs. Oh, did I? Yes, I did. So I could just add this in a corner next to the fire here. It's maybe not a good idea though. I could add chests like these, just over there. But what I really need is a crafting table like... Why is it? I'm always rotating these things. I'm pretty sure they will come with something which is going to be a bit more handy, because you are just rotating a lot. And here we go. So workbench, one of these, and we'll need a furnace as well. And as you can see, I need 8 stone to make the furnace, and I was in need of 8 wood to make these. And we're gathering wood from some strange mushroom which are around these caves. So did I make it? Nope. Let's click on it. Alright, and I will need more. I will need maybe the jewel table could be useful. There is also an anvil. We've got an alchemy table and a micro brewery. So all these things are pretty useful. Let's add the workbench maybe here, and I'm going to add the furnace just over there. And when you are close enough, you just open your inventory and you are going to be able to craft new things. So let's see, what can I do? I can make iron with my little iron ore plus a bit of coal, or I can craft gold. And maybe I should just craft gold, because I think I can probably build something with it. So I'm going to prepare all these, and I'm going to maybe make a bit more iron also. So let's see, what can we make? So this is the thing which is useful, locks. Very handy to prevent people from entering your building, because as I was saying, it's a game which is going to be played on multiplayer. Maybe we'll be able to make a server for our own usage, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I hope so. And let's see. So if I wanted, I could be able to make weapons. And what I really like with the weapons is that you are going to build your first sword, and then you will need this sword or maybe another sword to upgrade it to the next one. So there is some kind of progression between swords. So you see, for this one, for this fire sword, I need my tempered iron sword, which I got here, and I will need to bring firestone, and I will need to use this with the alchemy table. So I will definitely need to make this table at some point. And you've got more. There is 3 kind of sword here. We've got the fire sword, the ice sword, and the shocking sword. And I think we can probably make the same thing with the bows. So when I'm able to make these bows, I will be able to, yes, make all these elemental bows, which are going to be pretty cool. Look at that, explosive bow. This one seems to be pretty awesome. I've got explosive shocking bow, so this thing seems to be even more dangerous. Okay, so these are basically the weapon we've got in this early access. And we've got more, but I need to find maybe another bench or something. And here I've got crates and chests and stuff to put things in there. Here I've got mainly the blocks which are going to allow you to make your little hideout, like walls and doors and spikes, because you can make traps as well. So very handy. Then we've got jewelries. So I've got a little area here which I can just fill, but I will need to be able to make these things first, and I will need a jewel table to do that. And here we've got floor. Could be useful, but I could just make a few just to make it a bit more cozy. Okay. And here we've got a cannon. So this thing is the cannon I was picking earlier. It's going to protect you if you just put it around your house. So very, very handy. But we'll definitely get more. These areas are not empty for nothing. And here we've got the armor. So there is iron armor, which I'm just currently wearing with this iron helm. But you can make paladin armor here with gold clothes and all this stuff. Got heavy iron helm, centurion armor, bird helm. Seems to be interesting. It would be some kind of dwarf helm. Even though my character is not really a dwarf, it would be much more like an orc or something. But this is not, I don't think it's really a fantasy setup, it's just something else, because these guys are not really fitting in the skin of an orc, they are just something different. I don't know exactly what. And here we've got the furnitures, so traps again. So not really furnitures, but it's going to protect your house. We've got table, torch, plenty of stuff here. A bookcase, keg, wood pillars, and stone thrown. And we've got even more here. This is the second page. There is plenty of stuff here, even a well. And there's a third page with a gramophone, which seems to be pretty cool. I will need to make this one. I don't know, is there any music with it? I will just build one to see. And we are back to the crafting bench. So plenty of stuff to build. And my little house, can I... Let's put this thing here, next to the fire, but I cannot use it. And maybe I'll unlock disk or stuff like that. And I was intending to make this little... You just need to press on the shortcut and it's going to lay the floor on the ground. It's pretty handy, it's working pretty well. And I've been burning them all. Okay, so let's see. We can make more recipes, there is a lot more food to make. And if you go to the right table, let's say I've got the anvil, I could just make mashed potatoes. So some things are not really expected to be used to make food, but it's still used in there, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty funky. So maybe I could just make a bit of exploration here, because I've been just doing a bit of building, and maybe I'm going to dispose of more stuff like this little wood weapon rack, which I'm going to put at the entrance here to just store my sword. And we've got a little bone chest. Let's see, this one is pretty shiny with all these little green arrows here. We also got some kind of torch to make a bit of light around the house. I could just maybe add these outside. I'm going to take both, and we are going to try make good use of these. It's going to make actual light, so it's pretty handy. And I'm going to even use this one on this. I need to exit. Come on. You need to be close to build stuff. Alright. What else do we have? We've got a little stone pot here. And we could use a few spike wood bit. And we could add table, but my house is just so little, I cannot do that. So let's just see. I'm going to put this thing first. A few pots here to, yeah, to store stuff, I don't know. And I'm going to add a few of these just to make it a bit harder to access this place. And I could do that maybe a bit like that, and add a bit more on this side here. And can I fall in there? No, I cannot, but it seems to be pretty dangerous. And I could just make a few more on this side just to be sure. I believe enemies are probably going to avoid these, but it's still handy. And you've got a lot of treasure here, but I don't think we can do anything from it. These are found in dungeon. And as it is pretty early, I don't think I can do anything with it, but I probably will. Do I need to eat something? I'm going to put the potatoes a bit more closer to my one button. It's going to be a bit easier for me. And let's go. Let's make some exploration here. I'm going to fight a bit more. I'm going to show you a bit more harvesting, and we'll see. So these are the mushroom I was talking about. This is basically wood. And I'm going to try to show you a bit more resource. Alright, so let's see. At the beginning of the game, you can create your character, but it's pretty basic for now. You are just choosing your color. And let's see. I just try to finish these guys. Alright, so let's just go. I've got a few more bats around. We're going to fight plenty of enemies because the world is just filled with them. And we are going to fight basically skeletons, bats. I think we've got maybe these little rabbits we've seen earlier. There is some kind of man-eating plants, which are a bit more dangerous than the other. But when you've got the right tool, it's just going to be you. Yeah, here's one, a snapper. So I'm going to show you this one. What do we have on this side here? Oh, so we're going to enter here. It seems to be some kind of little dungeon. All these things are just generated procedurally, I think, because I've been seeing these already at some point. They are most of the time just empty. There is no loot here, except for a bit of meat from the bats and a bit of bones from the skeleton. But I did not see any kind of weapon or stuff which are lootable. Okay, it's a bit. We are not used to just absorb this thing like that, but for now it's working. I still hope it is a placeholder. I would like to see this little guy just using, I don't know, a pickaxe or something to destroy these. It would fit. And to kill this guy, I could just go for it with a bow, but it's not going to move if I just attack him with a bow. So you see, he's not really moving. If you want, you can just destroy it from afar. Okay, let's see. So I wanted to eat more potatoes here. I'm just eating so much of these. And for now, the best tactic I've got to attack enemies, just rotate around them and just eat them as much as I can. But as you can see on the little bar at the bottom of the game of the screen, we've got a few shortcuts which are going to be used for special abilities. Oh, I think we've got coal here. Alright, and currently there is no XP, but the next update is going to bring us leveling and XP, so we are going to get a sense of progression. And I don't know what we're going to get, but we are probably going to get, I don't know, skills or abilities or stuff. I do not want to go further. I've got plenty of coal already. Let's just keep going. And I feel like we are probably going to see more biomes at some point, because for now it's just a giant biome like this underground, and you can just run around. You're never going to be to be stuck, you're just going to advance. If you are just a bit stuck, you will just be able to dig your way through the next cave. And I believe they are also going to add something else in the next update. They are going to add you know, your enemy are going to react to your hit, because currently I'm hitting them, they are just losing life, but there is no impact or stuff like that. Oh, plenty of wood here. And in the next update, I think they want to add a bit more weight to your attack, so the enemy... Oh, iron here, pretty nice. Let's see. And I was saying, I'm far enough from the beginners spawn points, so I can just find a few of these things. And oh, look at this. Who's that guy? Is he an enemy? Is he a friend? I don't know. Hello there. Oh, he's attacking me. But I feel like it's not a player, because I'm probably alone on this server. I think most of these... Yes, most of these servers are just empty for now. As I was saying, it's very early access. Yeah, look at this guy, he's so strong. I'm going to just switch to my bow. I'm not going to make as much damage, but I'm not going to take as much damage either, so let's just try to kite him. It's a shame I do not have some kind of spell to deal with him. But I can just bring him far enough and just go and loot his house, because he's just so slow. I'm going to take age to kill him. I just try to go in his house quickly, see if there is anything of interest, like a good sword to kill him. Do we have any... No, there is no chest. Let's just leave quickly, before you just... Look at that, so many potatoes. I didn't know we were able to meet NPC like that. It's just very cool. This is the first one I meet. I thought this one was only inhabited by player, but it seems not. Player and monster, of course. But this guy, you see, this is cool because I was speaking about, we've got a little bit of customization, and this is one of the colors we can choose. I think there is something like 5 colors to choose from for the skin, and this is basically all for now. But I believe maybe with the advancement of the updates, we're going to get a bit more. I'm going to win, but it's going to take so much clicking. Not even just rotating around is going to help me much. It's better just to advance and you know, to do that, because he's going to hit in the void, but not always. It would be cool to be able to just keep your button clicked and just maybe attack a bit slower, but attack nonetheless. Because if I just keep my button pressed, I'm just not going to attack much. And again, I'm very sorry about the heavy clicking noise, but I cannot do anything against that right now. Let's see. Come on, this guy, just fool. I want to see if there is any kind of loot with this guy, because this is the first time I'm going to kill one of these. If I do, because it just... I do not have any potion. Maybe I should just wait a bit to cover my life, but I'm not sure. Or maybe I could just use my bow to advance a bit and... can I finish him? I'm not sure. Let's just regain a bit. I'm going to go for my bow. Let's just switch to it. Here we go. So he's not going to recover, but I'm not going to take any more hits. This guy is tough. I will need to check if there is more people. I don't think so. It's just playing like NPC. So I would be very surprised if it was a player. No, it's not. Let's see. Is there nothing? No, it's done. Let's switch and see. But I think there is nothing else to see in this house. Even though it's a pretty cool house, there is a lot of iron around. So if it was a player, it would just have got that. Oh, we've got a chest here. I missed it, but it's empty. Come on. Everything's empty here. He's got a throne and all. This house is pretty cool. He's got a little workbench here, a few crates, a little bit of light. These things are probably going to be used to store food. And this is just a prop. but it's pretty cool nonetheless to make it like it's a cave or something. Let's grab a few potatoes on the way, because I don't want to run out of food. And as I was saying, we've got iron, which is just very, very close. I'm just going to grab a bit, and we've got also gold. Okay, I would like to try to find a dungeon. Just this is the last thing I want to show you, and I have no idea where to find one, but it's going to be pretty easy to see when we are going to reach it, because these are so big that it's very difficult to miss them. Let's see. I'm going to just take a bit, so it's going to be maybe easier for me to reach this place. I don't want to go around. This is something which we cannot do in a regular hack and slash, which is very handy, just being able to dig your own way. Okay, let's see. And okay, it's not that handy because I'm just locked here, but if I was to go that way, maybe it would be interesting. We are going to see that. Is it water or is it just regular? No, it's regular ground. Okay, it seems to me there is big room here. Let's check. And we've got another house here with plenty of enemies and a few crates which are going to be empty, but okay, let's just keep doing a bit of damage to these guys. And as you can see, my life has been just regenerating a bit. It's probably because I'm well fed, but I'm not sure. Alright, so there's plenty of little outs like these everywhere, but I want to show you a big one. Come on. I'm not sure I will be able to find the previous dungeon I've been seeing, but it would be less interesting nonetheless. I need to find a new one. A dungeon which has been, you know, not explored. So I can just show you. Let's see. I could go that way, but okay, let's go. So they're going to attack quite so many bats. Hopefully bats are very, very weak. Okay, good. And new access here. Or I could go with another wall map. There is a way to switch areas. I think there is a few, maybe instance in the. You should just go to wall map and see there is. What's going on? There is all these instances which are just ready for you. But I would try to. I would like to try to stick to this instance here because I'm far enough from the center, and I have a lot more chance to find something interesting. Maybe. Is it far? Let's try to see if there is something a bit more south. Oh, we've got the things. So the little white thing over there at the top are some kind of sheep, but a bit more worms like, and they are not aggressive. They are like the cows of the skeletons. I don't know. I don't know what they are occurring from these, but they are not going to attack you. They are very, very peaceful. And plenty of iron, very, very nice. Oh, look at that, what do we have here? Would it be... Oh, it looked like it's a dungeon, so many guys in there. Let's try to find the entrance. Amazing. I'm lucky on this one. I think there is no entrance. I'm just going to dig my entrance. Let's go through it. We've got so many enemies, look at that. They are just waiting for us. And they've got pretty amazing sword. I'm going to get killed. Magical. So many of these. So many. Look at that. And here we go. Let's enter and just try to kill them all. So dangerous. Look at that. Wonderful. Oh, come on. I've never seen that many enemies. This is awesome. And look at that golems. Oh, I'm going to get killed. I'm so going to get killed. I need to have some kind of firebolt or something, because this is just not possible. Look at that. So many, and they're all moving in hordes. Do I want to go there? I'm going to kill little bat. No, okay, let's go back here. It's a big fight. And they're using magic also. Wonderful. But I'm going to die. Golem's dangerous. Let's just... Oh. So then... Oh, there is a skeleton mage. Very, very awesome. So this is the first dungeon, which is just filled with... I think the last dungeon I've seen was already explored by people. So maybe I should just try to advance a bit more and try to find something to loot before I get killed. And kill a few bats on the way. Because they're moving pretty slowly. So maybe if I move fast enough... Oh no, no more of these guys, come on. I could maybe find a chest or something which is going to be filled with stuff. I don't know where I'm going to respawn if I just die. It's going to be an interesting thing because I did not die yet. I did not fight so many... Oh, come on. Let's just run for my life. But where to? Oh, come on, I'm dead. So, it seems to me when you are dying, you are going to lose your loot. And hopefully I kept my... Yes, my stuff. So not all your loot. A bit of it, not all of it. So I feel like I'm never going to be able to go back to the dungeon. But this guy here is NPC I was speaking about. Is going to protect you. This is Sven. He's always going to protect you when you are close to the entrance. And oh, I recognize this place. So it's the very, very beginning. There is somebody which has made these little things to maybe find the way back to his house. It's very nice, and it's not going to help me go back to the dungeon, but it was pretty cool. I like it. And here we go. Let's just explore this little house if we can. So lots of potatoes everywhere, and a quite cool little furnace and villain stuff. I don't think I can just build anything with this because I do not have the materials, but I can make plates, and with these plates I can make armor. Let's make a few. Yeah, just one. Not so good. Anyway, I'm not going to craft so many more stuff. It's pretty simple the way it works, and we'll just see when the game is going to advance a bit further. I will just make another video to show the progress. So guys, I hope you like the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And until next time guys, have fun!